Hey, sports fans, this is Robert with WTP Sports Dudes. I wanted to jump on before the night was over and talk about my Texas Longhorns who made a 53-man roster in the NFL. Way to go, Longhorns! All 11 players who were drafted last year in the NFL draft from the Texas Longhorns made a 53-man roster. All 11. Texas is back. Only thing that we are concerned about is the fact that Ryan Watts, one of those drafted players, is on the IR, so he still technically got to make a 53-man roster. Christian Jones, who's also injured, still got to make a 53-man roster. Jonathan Brooks, first running back drafted in the NFL draft last year, still injured with the ACL. He should be back at some point. He still is on the IR. And Keelan Robinson. All four of those guys are on their teams, but they are on the IR. So, but they're not cut. They're not cut. So that's the big thing. But there were several Longhorns who did get the axe, but they still got a chance to make a roster somewhere. Those players who were cut was Little Jordan Humphreys. If you remember him from several years ago, he was a big time player for the Texas Longhorns back during the Tom Herman era. Also, Deontay Foreman, running back. He was banged up and carted off in one of the preseason games this year. So hopefully, um, his days aren't done and he can get back healthy and probably give it another shot again in the NFL. And the last one was Colin Johnson, wide receiver for the Chicago Bears. But as you all know, Chicago Bears had a tremendous draft at the wide receiver position. So there was just no room for Colin Johnson. But I'm quite sure that all three of those guys will eventually make it to one of those 53-man rosters before the start of the NFL season or somewhere during the season. They'll probably get on one of those rosters. But I'm super excited about my man Sam Ellinger for the Indianapolis Colts. The reason why I'm excited about him is the fact that we all know that Anthony Richardson is sort of injury prone, which means, and I don't wish no harm on nobody, but anytime you got a quarterback that is injury prone, your backup, your second string quarterback, has to be ready. And I think Sam Ellinger will take advantage of that opportunity if it comes his way. Because I'm quite sure old man Joe Flacco, which is the third quarterback on that coach team, is probably not trying to get out there. He just want to keep collecting that check. I mean, if he have to go out there, he will. But I know he just want to collect that check at this stage in his career. So hopefully Sam Ellinger, if he gets the opportunity, can get out there and ball out, work on his passing game, and he could be a really good backup quarterback in the NFL. So I'm excited for all of those players, Devondre Sweat, Byron Murphy, Jordan Whittington. Um, the list goes on and on about the Longhorns who are made 53-man rosters in the NFL. I'm very excited for them because, as you all know, the last two drafts, Texas has done really good in the draft, NFL draft. But before then, no players drafted. Before then, no players drafted. So, it wasn't looking good. But a lot of those guys, they did get free agent contracts, and they're still on some teams right now. So the Longhorns always got some talent. They just don't always be draftable talent. So anyway, I just wanted to jump on real quick and share those thoughts. Hopefully, your players from your college, university that you like, their players that got drafted in the NFL last year made their rosters, and hopefully the ones previous to that are still on their rosters with those teams in the NFL making that money. So with nothing else to be said, hook 'em.